Hi, everyone. This is Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully, you had a great week and your weekend is off to a great start. We're here to discuss the energies for the week from January 5th to January 11th. And what is it that you need to know? So, this is a week where Mars is going to be re entering the sign of Cancer or retrograding back into the sign of Cancer. So, this is going to be a time for you to really focus on your needs and what it is that you need so that you can best serve yourself. We're also going to draw cards for each of the signs and what it is that you need to pay attention to. I decided to try a different deck this week, so we'll see what that looks like for each of the signs. Like normal, we're going to start off with Aries. So, Aries, your card this week is deception. So, either you're deceiving yourself or somebody else is deceiving you. Either one could be a potential here. But it's a card that's surrounded by red. So focus on your security, your beliefs, focus on what is coming up from that basis of your root chakra and what it has to tell you. Either type of deception is an important one to follow. Try and look at what each of the pieces have to tell you. Try and do some investigation into that. This isn't a time for you to just fly off the handle and to just, take whatever information comes to your mind first. This is a time for you to really dig deep, to tap into that energy and see what it's trying to tell you, especially if this is a deception regarding yourself or, as I said, another person. Either one can be important in terms of leading you in a different direction than the one that you're currently in. There's something in your energy that's kind of stagnant. And if you don't take care of it now, when Neptune and Saturn start moving into Aries later this year, you're going to notice some of those issues coming up to the forefront. So if you can get a hint or get a jump on it to start off with, you'll be better off. Taurus, yours is higher knowledge. There's something that you haven't been paying attention to. You're being given directions, you're being given signs of what is to potentially come, but you don't want to acknowledge that maybe it's coming from a higher power. You think that maybe you know better. This is a time for you to tap into that knowledge and see what it has to tell you and see where it's leading you. There's a reason why it's leading you in that direction, but you need to be open to that. And being open to that can be a really challenging thing for you. This isn't a time for you to think that you know what it is that you need to do. This is a time for you to tap into those intuitive hits and see where it leads you. Be open to what the energy is telling you. It's extremely important right now. Gemini, your card is grace. Give yourself grace when things don't go as you anticipate. Jupiter is currently moving through your sign, but it's moving retrograde. So things might not happen the way that you expect them to happen. They might be slower. They might not, they might seem bigger. They might be any number of things that you don't necessarily think of in terms of everything. This is a time for you to give yourself grace, to know that the universe has a plan, for you to have patience, and for you to just kind of step through all of that and see what it is that's coming up for you. Give yourself grace. That's extremely important right now, especially as all of these big energies are going to be coming up. Give yourself grace and just be patient and allow things to unfold the way that they're meant to. Cancer, your card is self-esteem. This is a time for you to tap into what it is that you need. So Mars is moving into the fourth house, which is Cancer, which is again about your needs. What do you need so that you can be the best version of yourself, so that you can be confident and you can have esteem for yourself? What is it that you need? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Self-esteem is a part of it, but your needs are the piece of it that is going to help you to bring that self-esteem to the forefront and to start to lead the way in the direction that you need to go. So, Cancer, self-esteem is your card this week. Leo, yours is self-mastery. You're currently working on something, Leo, and you're trying to master it. But don't master it for other people, master it for yourself. You're shining a light on something in your own life that is important to you. This isn't something that is for you, for nobody else. And don't let other people tell you otherwise. Know that you can use this potentially to help you with other people and what they're going through, but this is specifically for you. So, what do you need to master that will help you progress and to move forward? That's the key. So, Leo, self-mastery. Virgo, yours is soul purpose. This is a time for you to tap into what it is that you're going through. The South Node is about to move into your sign, which means that you're going to be releasing a bunch of things that haven't been serving you. And when we've hit that 0 degrees Aries point, or we're about to, this is a time for you to tap into what it is that your soul wants for you to do. Now, this goes for everybody, but this is especially important for Virgos. Virgo, you are about to enter a period of change. It may not be comfortable. It may not be something that you wish to go through, but change is important. Change is what all of us are here to accomplish. All of us were sent here to experience some form of change in our lives. Know that this change is going to help connect you to your purpose and tap into that. Know that you're going to go through some significant changes over the course of the next 18 months and allow that to unfold as it's supposed to. You won't recognize yourself at the end of that 18-month period. You will have a very different approach to things. But this is an important time for you to let go and to connect to what it is that your soul wants you to accomplish. Libra, your card is peace. It's a very Libran card for you. After the holidays, there has been so much hustle and bustle and you trying to meet everybody's needs. This is a time for you to connect with yourself. Find a way to be at peace with the world, your life, what is going on. Those can seem like really tall orders, but your nodes are wrapping up part of their cycle. You look very different now than you looked 18 months ago. Pay attention to where it is that you feel at peace. Or do you feel at peace? And if you don't, how can you find peace with some element? Things have been wild and crazy, but it's important that you find peace, especially within yourself. Scorpio, yours is a sacred vision. This is a time for you to dream and dream big. Start to have a vision for what you want your life to look like. We all have to start off with a plan. And Scorpio, you love a good plan and you love to dig deep, but don't prevent yourself from moving forward by thinking that you need to have all of the answers or you need to have all of the information before you can move forward. If you need to, this is a sacred vision. So connect to the higher realms and see what information comes to you as you are seeking this new vision. This new vision, it's not meant to unfold overnight. It's going to unfold slowly, but allow that new vision to come out and see what it has to say. And you can make adjustments along the way. Nothing is saying that it's in stone, but this is a time for you to start thinking about what that vision is that you want to have and what you want moving forward. Sagittarius, your card is perseverance. It's something that you're good at, Sagittarius, is persevering. You can persevere through all of these difficult and challenging times that you and everybody else face. But this is specifically about you. What is it that maybe you have held back on or you have let slide in your life? Where do you need to dedicate your energy so that you can persevere and you can start to make shifts and changes and adjustments in your life? Because that is what is going to be unfolding this year. This year is a preparation and it's a time to let go and release those things that no longer serve us. So, Sagittarius, persevere through all of those shifts and changes. Sometimes you're going to need a timeout. That's fine, but get back on the horse and keep working at it. This is a time for you to persevere. So, Sagittarius, persevere. Capricorn, yours is awakening. You have gone through a lot of energetic shifts since 2009. Pluto has been challenging your sign. It has finally moved out, and you are going to start to see over the next few months or even years the results of what it is that you've been working on. You're going to have that awakening of sorts if you haven't had one already. If you've had an awakening already, then you're off to a great start. But some piece of information that you need so that you can move forward is going to come through. It's important that you pay attention to that information. Write it down if you don't know what it means. You can always go back and look at it again later and go, oh, that's what that meant. But you're going to have an awakening of sorts. And it's important for you to pay attention to what those messages are and what direction they're trying to show you. There's a reason for that information. You may not know it yet, but this is the start. Awakening is always the start of everything. So allow that beginning to start to come in. Again, it's not going to happen overnight and it probably won't happen quickly, but take that information and see what you can figure out. But don't try and imprint exactly what you think it has to mean on it. Let it kind of unfold naturally. Aquarius, yours is creation. Pluto is going to be moving through your sign between now and 2044. You are going to be undergoing shifts and changes. As a result of Pluto being there, it's going to cause destruction. In its wake, you can start to create something new. With every ending is a beginning. This is a time for you to think about what it is that you want to create and know that this could be fluid. This could be different than what you had envisioned, or it could take on a whole new meaning for you. But it's important that you think about what it is that you want to create. Start figuring out how you might be able to create that. And again, as I said, be fluid. Creation is the name of the game for you this week. And Pisces, yours is higher choices. So Saturn is currently moving through your sign. So Saturn has been creating limitations and restrictions and possibly been poking you to move in this different direction. It wants you to make things better. Sometimes, in order to make things better, we need to connect to that higher purpose, that higher sense of ourself, and allow that higher vision and those higher choices to come through us. Don't try and force them to happen. Just kind of allow them to unfold naturally. Saturn will be wrapping up its stay here in a few months, but it's really important for you, Pisces, to tap into that higher sense of choice. What is it that the universe wants you to do? What is it that the universe wants things to look like for you? Where do you need to work on your life? These are all things that Pisces is going through right now. And really tight, tap in to that sense of what it is that you want, how it should unfold, and tap into that intuition. This seems to be a really big week right now for tapping into your intuitive nudges, tapping into what your soul wants. And that's in line with what the energy is telling us, especially as we gear up for the nose to switch signs on January 12th. So again, I'm Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. I'd love to start a dialogue with you, so feel free to comment below. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I would love to hear from you. This is a challenging time for everybody. And as I've said the last few times, kindness and compassion are really important. It's important that you extend that to yourself and to other people. Know that you don't necessarily know what other people are going through, just like other people don't necessarily know what you're going through. So be kind to everybody around you and to yourself, especially. I hope you enjoy your weekend and I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.